Happy holidays, Star Wars and unboxing fans. It is I, Darth Tuba, sending season's greetings, festive Yuletides to all out there. We are wrapping up the holiday season, or when I say wrapping up, I am not one to wrap up on December 26th. Oh no. Oh no, the holiday runs full swing into January 6th. That is the way of it. Of course, we start way earlier than we're supposed to, but that's all right. I love this holiday. I love this time of year. And the tree stays up, the decorations stay up. I would say maybe the amount of eating we do kind of eases up a day or two after Christmas. But beyond that, we keep our full holiday spirits right on through early January. But what I want to talk to you about today is essentially what's under my Christmas tree. Yes, today I decided to do a little episode about, the kind of things nostalgic for the years gone by, right? I am a child of the 70s and the early 80s. So when I had Christmas morning, you can bet that between 1979 and 1985, those were 6 amazing Christmases. Why? Because there were always some Star Wars toys under the tree. And being that they were in the 70s and 80s, these were vintage Star Wars toys. So to try to capture some of that youthful magic of the holidays, at least that involving when you get presents on Christmas morning, because there's a lot of different ways to celebrate the spirit of Christmas, and they don't all involve getting presents. Let's be honest. They should be a mix of everything. But in this case, we'll talk about the gifts under the tree. And for this one, I am going to make this whole episode about vintage, custom, retro style figures. Why? I know this is a bone of contention for many. I don't know why. It seems to be that if you're upset about this, you're just want to be upset about something. So that's just my opinion. I'm sorry if this upsets anybody, but I'm very much a fan of the beautiful artwork, the beautiful work that people are doing. Yes, I understand the controversial nature of ordering somebody else's artwork that is based on other characters, but my feeling of it is this. With the exception of the retro collection, we're not seeing too much coming out of the retro style figures, the vintage style figures, and we're not going to be seeing a lot of the characters that we wish we could use to finish up. So we've got about 3 packages under the tree here. Okay, brown paper packages, not cut up with string, but let's start with this one. This is from the Netherlands. Whoa, okay. So this is from the Next 17. So I've done an episode, if you look back, on the Efantman vintage style action figure. I'm going to use this as kind of a stand, but he has created a nice little show for himself. These look like little backdrops, which I like. I think they're the kind of thing where you can make them into stands. But for me personally, I'm just about the figures, and this is actually a pack of figures. So let's get them depackaged here. Okay, so these are all in the style of vintage figures, from the 70s and 80s, as I said. So there are quite a few here. This is, of course, Mon Mothma. Now I'm looking to see if any of these some of them have weapons, some of them do not. I believe this is Mon Mothma, or no, maybe not. Maybe it's Luke. I think it's a Jedi Luke. Let me see if I can be sure I understand which one it is. Yeah, these guys do make a business out of it. They sell a lot of yeah, it's kind of a patron thing. So, but it doesn't say which ones they are. So I'm going to assume this is Luke. Yes, because of the black glove. So a Jedi Luke, and it's got the little pegs on the bottom, and he stands. Very good. Okay, then this one, it looks like we've got a Cantina alien, or either that or an alien to go with Efantman. I have to get his little. Oh, I appreciate the bendable nature of the figures. So if you ever want to, so I think what I might want to do, get my Creature Cantina playset out and start to put some of these, all line them up in there. So Gotta make sure he can stand. That's it. Good. All right, this one's a bit of a stretch, but I'm sure part of it was just in a matter of we have a baby Wampa. Well, you know, even Wampas have to have babies, so I get you. A little bit concerned about the standability of this creature. He doesn't seem like he could stand, but I could be wrong. Oh, no, he stands just fine. And he comes with a little bone. How cute. Get in there. Get in there. Oh my goodness. He does not want to hold his bone. Hope I'm not saying anything that's going to get struck. There it is. All right. Can he stand? Ah. Whoop. Oh dear. Okay. And then next up we have looks like we have Obi-Wan but with hood up. We have the Obi-Wan Kenobi with hood. So kind of like when he's walking around at the beginning. And whoa. And then it looks like we have another Obi-Wan. Before I get to that, though, let's get this other alien out. Yeah, some of these are aliens I am not as familiar with, but... Cute look. This looks more like a Doctor Who alien to me, but... But they do have the feel of the original figures. They do have the moldable plastic feel, okay? So, I appreciate them taking, you know, as far as I'm concerned, folks, my take on this is very simple. Wow, this guy comes with a lot of sabers. Holy cow. All right, so we've got, oh, I think I see what, oh, look, you can have Obi-Wan with a double-edged saber. It's a little weird, but let's put the double-edged saber on him. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to give this Obi-Wan another blue saber. They hold the sabers really, really well. And I think I'll give Luke the green saber. So they put all the sabers in one thing, which I appreciate. I always wonder, like, why Luke never replaced his hand. All right. I think for the purposes of display, I'm going to give, since they gave me an extra blue, I guess they gave me an extra Obi-Wan, so I had options. Come on, there we go. He is bladed up, man, ready to go. Got his double blades, got a single blade. Very, very, very cool. Okay. Awesome. Now, I got to move them. So I'll get them down here. And because this one, it's not actually a Star Wars toy, per se. It is a vintage style, but it's not, and it's carded, but it's not Star Wars. Because there's another sci-fi movie, one that there is a lot of love for, and one that, well, you know, a person that may have been part of that love. Oh. Person who may have had a little bit of part of that love would have been a gentleman by the name of a Mr. Melvin Kaminsky, better known by many as Mel Brooks, or the creator of Spaceballs and yogurt. Now, there's a couple of things here. Let me make sure I'm not missing out on anything here. These are all just empty bags. Oh, I see. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So what he did was he also included a bubble, and he included a card. So I have the option of putting the figure, the action figure, on a card, or I can just leave it on the, leave it loose. I think I'm going to put it on the card. I kind of like the card. So if I can find a plastic clamshell for this to fit in, That is pretty cool. All right, so it's a little disappointing that that is only a painted robe and not an actual robe, but considering that this is just an art piece, it doesn't have to be that accurate. So, well done, well done. This is from TGC Customs. So, well done, TGC Customs. And now for the final one for today. And this is from, I forget where. I believe this is a Stan Solo. And we have the Ubrican 9000 Jedi Landspeeder with amazing box art photos. Unbelievable. This is a ship that it was seen, and you can actually see it there, in a backdrop shot. So, someone decided to 3D print. Wow, this is very well made. It's got a little packaging. Oh my goodness. Now, the question I have is, okay, so it looks like it just twists open. Or not. I'm afraid to, like I missed her mouth. Okay. There it is. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Look at this. Holy cow. It's got, I'm sorry I don't have any of my action figures at present to place in here. Do I have any back here? Well, I have a couple of originals. Let's see if I can get Luke. Come here, Luke. Luke, this is not original. This is not Luke from... Yeah, Luke fits in there. Okay, he's a little tight, but I think I'm pretty sure it's meant really for the vintage collection figures, but that is awesome. Oh my goodness. It's a double whammy because in addition to this really cool, it's like a mini rig, it has that definite feel of a mini rig. The paint job is amazing. The paint app is amazing. Comes with awesome little labels. Very vintagey. This is the most vintagey thing because this is something that to me feels like something that we should have gotten, like a mini rig type of thing that we didn't get. Because while mini rigs, for those who don't know what they are, these were like little vehicles. They were basically price point vehicles that were very small. They were a little bit more expensive than a figure, a little less expensive than like a land speeder. So it allowed parents to buy have kids who maybe couldn't afford to have, the Millennium Falcon or the Death Star space station under the tree. Maybe they could have these little mini rigs. So around the 80s, they started coming out with them. But some of them, and they were all like, they were designed by Kenner employees, and they were just off screen. That was their argument, or not their argument, their defense. These were just things that were off screen. But this is not something this was on screen. And they did have a couple of things, like a maintenance vehicle. They had the probe droid. They had things like that kind of would work. So that is amazing. It's see-through. It's got a clear plastic, but a dark tint. So it is a Merry, Merry Christmas. This is some really cool stuff. Amazing work by these amazing artisans. Something that I hope in the time that, as life goes on, I'm becoming very much aware of the real circumstance that I am not going to be able to, there will not be a lot of vintage types of figures. I don't know how much more Hasbro is going to make figures at all. Or if they do, they're going to be a lot of repacks and repaints and things of that nature. And I just don't have the room to keep adding. How many more Boba Fetts do we need? How many more Troopers do we need? Some people love that, and that's great if you do. Nothing against it. But for me personally, I think my collecting might shift in a slow way over to the customization vantage point, because I absolutely love it. So that'll do it for this episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba. Check out all my videos and playlists. Thanks for liking. Leave a comment. What do you guys love? What do you remember most about collecting and the items that you received during the holidays? Share your story. I'd love to hear it. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, check me out and all the other content you can find on the Red 5 network, both podcasts and YouTube channels. Until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you. Happy holidays.